What's good, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. Today is gonna be a manga Blu-ray novel haul. Sorry for the scuffed lighting. I'm still waiting on my new lighting setup to come in, so I'm using a phone up here on the side. As you can see, there's a little glare there, and overhead just yellow living room lights. So not optimal, but you know what? It is what it is. This is the first video on the channel with the new camera, I believe. This is a Sony A6400, so might not be too much of a difference, but just from a user standpoint perspective, it's very nice because I get to do, I get to use the flip out screen more than I do on my A6000, because that one only has a screen that tilts up, but this one has a you can use this as like it turns around completely so you can see yourself if you were filming and so on. So that's going to be very useful in the future. But yeah, let's just get into the haul. I'm going to start off with the novels because those are on top right here. So starting off, we have the first novel in I don't even know what this series is called, honestly. But it's a quartet, I believe you call it. The Grace of Kings, which is the first of four. Heard really good things, and I mean, these books are absolutely beautiful. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. And then we have Neil Stephenson's Snow Crash. This is apparently very similar to Ready Player One, so I'm super excited to get into this because I really enjoyed Ready Player One, and if this is the main inspiration behind that, then I'm just gonna, enjoy it. Then we have the last two books in Book of the Ancestors, Holy Sister and Grey Sister. I do not remember which one is 2 and 3, so I'm just gonna put them here like this. Super excited to get into this trilogy at some point. I have those, and then I also have the Prince of Thorns currently on my TBR, but you all know how it is with TBRs. Maybe I'll get around to it as an audiobook, maybe I'll get around to it as like a holiday reading. Holidays are coming up, so I plan on reading a bunch, which reminds me I need to put out a manga reading log for the last quarter of 2023. Got a bunch on there. I've been reading lately. Next up is another two books in the same series. The Lycanius trilogy, 2 and 3. I haven't read the first one, but I just love these covers. The first cover reminds me a lot of Berserk because the character that's like on here is looks like Guts. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into these again. Have been getting a lot of recommendations, but these are some thick boys. Like this one, you could kill a person with it. It's at like 800 pages, so these are not quick reads for sure compared to something like Book of the Ancestors. I mean, Jesus Christ. Fantasy books and their page counts can be a bit daunting at times, especially if you're new to this whole thing. Next up, we have some sci-fi books. So we have The Toll. I think this is the third book in Arc of the Scythe. I haven't gotten the second one yet. I might get that one next week, but yeah, I really enjoyed the first one, so really excited to see where the series goes. And then we have Children of Time and Empire of Silence. Just picking these off because a bunch of YouTubers, some YouTubers I watch have been reading these and say they're great. Oh well, I was about to read this, and a couple have read this and have been preaching this, so really excited to get into this as well, if it's as good as they say. Next, let's do some Blu-rays. So I messed up. I have to use German Amazon, so I bought these completely in the belief of these being English, but these are either German dub or Japanese voice. You can only watch them in original language, Japanese, or German dub, but the subtitles are only in German. So I'm stuck with part 1 and 2 of the anime and the movie, and this is like a numbered special edition. And it has like a booklet and stuff in here. No, very cool stuff, but it's German. And I might be able to have a simple conversation in German, but I do not want to watch my anime in German. So these are definitely wasted space in my collection. So at least I really like the art and so on. I'm a real big fan of Rascal Does Not Dream Of. So end of the day, it's not that big a deal, but I got so mad at myself that I went ahead and paid full price for the English release of Rascal Does Not Dream of Monaco Senpai. And this is just a regular as Blu-ray release. There's nothing great about it, but this was expensive, way too expensive. Let's do a couple of light novels. Only have 2, I believe. Yes, I have 2. So we have the next volume of Rascal Does Not Dream Of, and this is that Rascal Does Not Dream Of His Student. It is light novel 12, so I'm super excited about that. And then we have the second light novel of The Misfit of Demon King Academy. I haven't read the first one, but I really, really enjoyed the 2 seasons of the anime, just because, it's one big, like, turn your brain off flex fest, basically. So this manga haul is actually a bit special because I did something that I usually don't, and I bought hardcovers. I'm not a big fan of hardcovers for manga; they take up too much space. Same with my novels. Honestly, I will pick up a nice hardcover special edition from time to time, but I do prefer a smaller trim-sized paperback. But I bought 3 hardcovers this time around, so JoJo's, because that's the only way you can get JoJo's physically, outside of the part 3 singles, which I'm not gonna track down. But yeah, this is very nice, and it comes with that infamous price increase of 25%, which is crazy. I mean, this is really trying to not be the best publisher out there anymore. They have somehow decided that increasing their prices to be more expensive than their biggest competitor, Kodansha, is apparently the move to do. And I don't know, they're doing their thing. They're probably not going to do too well going forward because people are tight on money and people will not be buying all the random crap when it's not $9.99 anymore. Anyways, next up, Impulse by 5 centimeters per second. Story by Makoto Shinkai. I actually did not know that, but this is I think this had a paperback release, and I saw this come up as a pre-order, and I decided, you know what, pick it up, check it out, and if you don't like it, get rid of it. And then next up, we have something that a lot of people have been asking about for a while to get a re-release, with Tekken King Creed. Been seeing some whisperings on Twitter that the quality is kind of poor, and I gotta say, from flipping through and just hearing the spine creak like really badly, I gotta say I am in agreement. This is definitely not where, it's definitely expensive for what it is, and the paper quality is not great either. This is really slacking on with this release, but people are gonna buy it because people have been wanting this for a while. It might not be like a massive hit, but the people who wanted this, I'm gonna pick it up. I picked it up just because I heard it's good. I think this is my first Taiyo Matsumoto work though, so I am not super big on these massive hardcovers. I only have one other series in this format so far, and it's the Blade of the Immortal hardcovers, and if you've been on this channel for any amount of time, you know I do not like them. I only picked them up because I thought the paperbacks were getting discontinued. Anyways, let's move on to, just more manga. So we have the 3rd and final volume of Yokohama Station. I don't think this will be good. I am only picking this up because it's 3 volumes, and I bought the first one thinking it would be longer, but now you know, it's one of those where you're like, oh, it's a nice short read, you'll probably enjoy it. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth your money, it's not worth your time. Just, I don't know, don't fall for that kind of talk. It's, yeah. Next up, The 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You, Volume 7. I told myself I'd stop buying this, but I saw how hyped my boy Sam is about this in the Dark Sage Discord, so I bought this just because he really likes it, and I might as well just continue it since I've got the other volumes, and there's only a one more. I'm going to be picking these up whenever I need to reach a certain amount for free shipping or stuff like that. You know, and it's pretty funny from what I've read so far, but it's definitely not something that's a high priority. But I just wanted to pick it up for the lols. Next up, we have Trojan X Volume 4. I am still behind. I've only read the first one, so I have absolutely no idea what's going on. But these volumes are nice. This is pre price increase, so I was I was under the assumption that this would be published with a price increase from the get-go, but apparently not. They're increasing this one's to is it $16.50 or $17.50? I don't know. It's crazy. Like, these are already expensive as is. They're $15, but now they're going to be more. Next up, we have one of my personal favorite mangas, Tokyo Revengers, volumes 15, 16. I do not know what number omnibus this is, but yeah, this I really enjoyed this manga. I'm super excited to see where the spin-off goes, and if they'll somehow you know squeeze more money out of this. I mean, I already bought a complete Japanese set, a complete Malaysian bootleg set, and this I'm buying all the omnibuses. So I even consider buying the full color editions because they're so nice, and I'm definitely going to be picking up more of those when I go back to Japan in March. Next up, we have Heart Gear Volume 2. I still have yet to read Volume 1, but if it's made by the guy who made Black Torch, and I really enjoyed Black Torch and really wish that had gone on longer. So I'm just putting my blind faith into this and just picking them up, even if I don't get around to reading it for a while. And then what do we have here? I think this is my only manhwa, which is The World After the Fall. Just read Volume 3, and I don't know why people are so obsessed with manhwa. It's all just Korean isekais. Or like power fan, like it's all kind of in the same genre. You have a main character that's overpowered. They either are in our world and there's something trying to break in, and they're like their main character and blah blah blah. Same thing here. He's just in a different world. He's actually isekai, I guess. But yeah, this is definitely not my favorite. So far, I've enjoyed Solo Leveling more. I do not know which one came first of all the ones that Issei Press are putting out, but I don't know. The market is getting flooded with that, and then also like, oh, I'm the villainous type of shit, and they're gonna kill themselves because there's just too much coming out, and I barely see people picking them up, because these are $20. These volumes are $20, 26 Canadian, and they're expensive. You know, like they cost a lot of money for what they are. And sure, they have heavy paper and it's full colored, so they try to justify the price like that. But there's a price increase coming for that too eventually. It's just they're biding their time right now, I believe, because I don't know. I am not really feeling this wave of manhwa anymore. I'm still reading them. I've been reading a ton the past couple of days. I just finished like Volume 3 of The Boxer and Volume 10 of Soul Leveling, and I had fun, but they're definitely nothing groundbreaking. They're just Korean, and that's why they're popular, is my guess. Next up, Ragnar Crimson, Volume 11. I'm super far behind what I've read so far. It's a wacky, fun fantasy manga. Next up, something that I'm super excited about that's taking forever to come out, and that is the third release of the Rascal Does Not manga. This is Logical Witch, which is, I believe, book 3 as well. I think they follow the book format. So this will cover the Logical Witch arc, which is the 3rd novel, and it's like the middle episodes of the anime. But yeah, oh, did y'all see that? Little middle page stuff. That's nice. See, this is more lewd than the stuff I bought at Deep in Knockin' on Broadway, which is kind of crazy because that store was hentai, or well, it was a hentai store, but they somehow sold me something that wasn't hentai. Which is, you know, you can't open stuff, so you'll never know what you're gonna get. Anyways, next up, it's something a lot of people have been excited about, which is Innocent Volume 1. It's wrapped, which I'm surprised about, but then again, I have no idea what this is about, and this does not look promising this year. Not sure what's going on. But this looks like a solid prick. I'm hoping it's caught. It does look like it's... But yeah, I haven't read anything from Shinichi Sakamoto, but people are shitting their pants about his stuff actually getting printed in English, so I heard this is good. I don't know anybody who's actually read the RCL manga, the hardcover one. Heard The Climber is good, or actually I've heard mixed opinions from like different people, but we'll see what happens. Next up is another beautiful volume of Psalm 100. This is I guess we're getting the beach episode in this one. Yes, I guess. I'm 2 volumes behind, so I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but it's going to be nice to be able to binge 3 volumes. I absolutely love this manga. Next up we have Oshinoko. I don't know, the fandom is really not making me want to read this. Y'all are obnoxious. JJK Volume 21. I am not feeling the calling games. I think they're goofy as fuck. So Shibuya arc was absolutely great and had like hype moments, but the calling games put me to sleep. 4 volumes left. Let's see. We have Pocket Theory Diaries Volume 10. Oh, this is very popular, but I haven't gotten around to reading it, which is kind of a running theme here on the channel, I guess. Next up, we have Dark Gathering Volume 4. I read the first 2 or 3 volumes. Really enjoyed those. They're, you know, a good shonen with like some dark stuff going on. And then we have something I'm super excited about, which is Orchid Volume 1 by Boichi. Gotta love Boichi's artwork. Like, look, that's just so gorgeous. I haven't read it, but I know Boichi's art is fantastic. So super excited to get into this, and it looks like something that's going to be right up my alley. And last but not least, we have Togi Oni Volume 2. This is wrapped. I do not know why it's wrapped. I haven't read the first one. I don't remember the first one being wrapped. But yeah, besides this, the first one seemed interesting, so I'm just picking this up on a hunch. So we'll see where it goes. Anyways, guys, that was all for this time. All the manga, all the novels, all the Blu-rays and DVDs. No figures this time. Might not be anymore until like sometime in February, I believe. But anyways, guys, see you in the next video, which I do not know if it's going to be another haul or if it's going to be some roundup stuff. We'll see. Anyways, peace out.